Team USA basketball coach humbled by Caitlin Clark worked hard to discredit WNBA's biggest star. Team USA women's basketball coach Cheryl Reeve backed off of her stance on the popularity of Caitlin Clark and her role as a catalyst for growth of the WNBA. She did so after getting humbled by the Fever, as well as Indiana's wide-reaching fanbase. However, the 57-year-old still found a way to discredit the league's biggest star. Reeve will coach the United States national team at the Olympics in Paris later this month. Barring unforeseen injury that requires a last-minute replacement, Clark will not be on the roster as a first-year pro. The decision to leave her off of the team was rather contentious, but it ultimately came down to experience and standard procedure. Clark wasn't at training camp because she was playing March Madness and didn't play particularly well during the first few weeks of the women's season. Rookies rarely make the team even when they do participate in all of the pre-selection process. The list goes on. Although the decision was made with some logic and reason, Reeve's comments about Clark in May did not help with the optics. She took a shot at the extension coverage and promotion of the most hyped player in league history and tagged it with #TheWisMorthanPlayer. It was awkward. Now, 2.5 months later, it is very clear that Clark's impact on the WNBA has been the catalyst for meteoric growth and popularity. The league is thriving in large part because of the No. 1 overall pick. Believe it or not, people want to see the greatest scorer in college basketball history shoot logo threes. Reeve's comments looked extremely dumb when she said them. They looked even worse on Sunday when the Fever defeated the Lynx in Minnesota. Caitlin Clark humbled Cheryl Reeve. Reeve was asked prior to the game about the amount of fans who were going to cheer for Indiana in her home gym. She was quick to shut it down with a sassy rebuttal. Clark scored 17 points with 6 assists and 3 rebounds in a 7-point win over the Lynx. Her third board of the evening put the game out of reach. She looked right at Reeve and stared her down while pumping up the crowd on the road. It was a humiliating moment for the national team head coach. She was humbled in real time. Reeve was asked about the crowd during her post-game press conference. More specifically, a reporter asked her what the league can do to encourage similar environments at more games. Looking foolish, Reeve had no choice but to give Clark credit.